In the last session, we discussed about the atom, molecules, element, mixture, and compound. So in this session, we'll mainly discuss about how to draw the structure of an atom and how we represent an atom. As we know, if we have an atom, there's a nucleus. Inside the nucleus, there are particles such as neutrons and protons. Around the nucleus, there are particles moving in a definite region which we call that region is known as the shell or the orbit, and the particle is electron. So how we represent an atom or represent an element? So when we represent an element, what we how we represent, basically we represent in a manner. At the top we write atomic number, then we write the symbol, and at the bottom we write atomic mass. So this is how we represent an element. At the top we write atomic number, then we use a symbol for that element, and at the bottom we write atomic mass. But what is atomic number and what is atomic mass? So atomic number is actually, it is number of the protons. Simply you can learn till this point. So it is number of the protons inside the atom. So how many protons are there inside the atom? That total number of the protons are simply known as atomic number. So when we are representing representation of an element, so we have a symbol for that element, and at the top we use atomic number, and at the bottom we use atomic mass. And what is atomic number? Atomic number is equals to number of protons. So how many protons are there? That's called atomic number. And what is mass number or atomic mass? That is equals to sum of protons and neutron. So when we add the number of proton and neutron, that is known as the atomic mass. So example, we have an element, say lithium. And the structure of the lithium is given that inside the nucleus it is having 3 protons and it is having 4 neutrons, and around the nucleus there are electrons moving in a region which we call as a shell. So proton, so there are 3 protons, there are 4 neutrons. Now what will be the symbolic representation? What will be the representation of an element? How we represent the element normally in a periodic table? At the top we need atomic number. And what is atomic number? Atomic number is a number of the protons. How many protons are there in the lithium? How many protons are there in this structure of the lithium? So there are a number of protons. The gray shade is representing a proton and the pink shade is representing the neutron. So there are 3 protons. So number of the protons are called atomic number. So we write 3 So we write 3 at the top. That shows the atomic number of lithium is 3. Then what about the atomic mass? Atomic mass is the sum of proton and neutron. When you add the total number of the proton and neutron, that is called atomic mass. So how many protons and neutrons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So there are 7. The total sum of neutron and proton is equals to 7. So atomic mass is equals to 7. And then we use a symbol. So what is the symbol of the lithium? The lithium element, the symbol is Li. So we represent lithium 3, Li the symbol, and then the atomic mass is 7. So this is a representation of element in terms of atomic mass and atomic number. Is it clear? The symbolic representation. So if you have a periodic table, the first slide you can see the periodic table. So if I ask, we have element boron. It is written 5 and 11 and boron is there. So what is the atomic number for boron? What this 5 is representing? The 5 is representing atomic number, and this 11, what it represent? So it represent atomic mass. So basically 5 is representing the atomic number, or you can say it is a number of the protons inside the nucleus. An atomic mass, which is a sum of neutrons and protons. So total sum of neutron and proton is 11, and the number of the protons are 5. Same thing if we have neon. What is the atomic number of neon? What is the atomic number of neon? So this top number is the atomic number. So atomic number is 10. And what about atomic mass? The bottom number is representing atomic mass. So atomic mass is equals to 20. So whenever an element is there in a periodic table, you can see the elements which are there in the periodic table. These elements, the top number is representing the atomic number and the bottom is representing the atomic mass. And how we can find the number of the protons, neutrons, and electron? So finding number of protons, neutrons, and electrons, the formula to get the number of the proton is same as atomic number. So what is the atomic number given? That is same as the number of the proton. And number of neutrons is equals to atomic mass minus atomic number. And to get the number of electron, that is atomic number minus the charge on the ion. So this is a formula which we use to get the number of the proton, neutron and electron. So if we have an element like sodium, which is written 11 and 23. So my question is, what is the atomic number of sodium? So what is the atomic number? And I want participation from others as well. Atomic number, the number at the top which is written, that is called atomic number. So what is the atomic number in this example? The atomic number is 11. The top number is a atomic number. Then what is atomic mass? What is the atomic mass of sodium? Atomic mass or a mass number. You can say atomic mass or you can also say mass number. So atomic mass is equals to 23. Then how many protons are there? So how to work out how many protons are there? The formula is atomic mass minus atomic number. Atomic mass can be represented by Z, A, and atomic number can be represented by Z. This is just a representation, letters we use. Atomic mass we are representing by A and atomic number we are representing by Z. So how many protons are there? To get the number of the proton, it is same as atomic number. So what is the atomic number here? Atomic number is 11. So number of protons will be 11. Because atomic number represent the total number of protons. And how many electrons are there? Or first, how many neutrons are there? So to get the number of the neutron, we take a difference, atomic mass minus atomic number. So atomic mass is 23, atomic number is 11, so 23 minus 11, so how many neutrons are there? There are 12 neutrons. And to get electrons, how many electrons? The formula to get electron, it's atomic number minus the charge. So atomic number is 11 minus the charge. Is there any charge on this? There is no charge, so the charge is 0. So 11 minus 0, that is equals to 11. So this sodium contains 11 protons, it contains 12 neutrons, and it contains 11 electrons. Is it clear how we can work out the number of the neutron, proton and electron by using atomic mass and atomic number? Is it clear to everyone? I'll give more example, but what about this one? How to identify? So isn't the electron same as? Uh, I don't understand how to know number of electrons. So how you can find the number of electron? That's a formula to get the number of electron. The number of electron is atomic number minus the charge on the ion. So what is the atomic number here? Atomic number is 11. And charge, is there any charge like plus or minus on this? So there is no charge, so the charge is 0. So atomic number minus the charge, that's why 11 minus 0, so that is equals to 11. And for a neutral atom, when it is neutral, the number of the protons are always equals to number of electrons. So directly, even without formula, you can substitute. If you know there are 11 protons, so there should be 11 electron, because overall it is neutral. So yeah, there will be a charge written. I will give that example as well. Yeah, there will be a charge written on that. So using that charge, you can work out. So according to the question, it may change. I'll give another example. Say you have an element. It's not necessary that you use this equation. You can use your understanding. If there is no charge written, so definitely the number of the protons should be equal to number of electrons. But if there is a charge, then you should use the formula, that atomic number minus the charge on the ion. But first thing, I'm using the neutral atoms to explain the idea, and then later I will give examples related to the charges. So most of the examples which I'm giving now, you will find that number of the protons and electrons will be same. So another element like phosphorus, which is 15 and 31. So the question is, what is atomic mass? Atomic mass is represented by A. So what is atomic mass or A? So atomic mass or a mass number, that is 31. What is atomic number? Which is represented by Z. The top number is called atomic number. So that is equals to 15. So bottom is atomic mass and the top is atomic number. Now what about the number of the protons? That is equals to atomic number, or you can also say Z. So how many protons are there? The total number of protons in phosphorus. So total number of, yeah, that's right, the atomic number or the number of the proton, that's 15. What about the number of neutrons? The number of neutron is equals to atomic mass minus atomic number, or you can write as A minus Z, because we are representing atomic mass by A and we are representing atomic number by Z. So A minus Z, A we know 31 and Z is equal to 15. So 31 minus 15, that's equal to 16. So we have total number of the neutrons will be 16. And what about the number of electrons? That is equals to atomic number minus the charge on ion, or you can also say that is Z minus the charge. As it's a neutral one, so Z is equals to 15 and the charge is 0, so 15 minus 0, that is equals to 15. Is it clear, this example of phosphorus, that how we worked out the number of neutrons, protons and electrons? And because we are doing it for neutral atoms, so that's why proton and electrons are same. If there was a charge, then the number of the protons and electrons will be different. And how the charge will appear, that I will show. Is it clear, this one? Okay, another example. So we have magnesium, which is 12 and 24. So what is atomic mass, which is A, atomic number, which is Z, and number of protons, that is in short, that is Z, number of neutrons, that is equals to A minus Z, and number of electron, that is equals to Z minus the charge. So first atomic mass, that's 24, right? What about atomic number? Atomic number is 12, correct? What about number of the protons? That's also 12. What about the number of the neutrons? Because number of neutrons are equal to A minus Z, the difference. So when you take the difference, like it is 24 minus 12, that's equal to 12. And what about the number of electrons? So total number of electrons, that is Z minus the charge. So Z is 12 minus the charge is 0. So total number of electrons will be 12 as well. So this is how we work out the number of proton, neutron and electrons inside the atom. Another example. So we have element calcium, which is 20 and 40. What is atomic mass? You can use the screen annotation. The atomic mass is 40, that's right. What is atomic number? Uh, you can type the Abdullah Sarfraz, you can type. The reason is because when you're typing, it is easy to read sometimes. But it's okay, this time you're using screen annotation, but you can type. To get the number of the proton, that is equals to Z, that's right. To get the number of neutron, it is A minus Z. So it's better whenever you're doing or getting a number of neutron, you should show your working like it's a one step working like 40 minus 20, so that's equal to 20, and this will be 20 minus 0, so that is equals to 20 as well. So that's right. I'll give another example, but this time it will be a charge. Example, you have an element, uh, chlorine, which is 35, 17 and 35, with a charge minus 1 or 1 minus. And the question is work out the number of atomic mass, atomic number, number of protons, number of neutrons, and number of electrons. So you can use the screen annotation or you can use the chat to state the answer, but it's better you use screen annotation so directly I can see. So atomic mass is 35, that's right, correct. Atomic number, that is the number of the proton, that's 17, that's right as well. And number of protons is equals to Z, so that's 17. Number of neutron, 35 minus 17, that's equal to 18. So that's correct as well. And to get the number of electron, the formula is Z minus the charge. So Z is 17 and charge is minus 1. But there's a small mistake because it's a negative charge. So negative charge means it should have more electrons. So when you are doing Z minus the charge, you should keep the rules of mathematics in your mind. Like when you, the formula is Z minus the charge. So Z is 35 minus, sorry, Z is 17, not 35, minus the charge. What is the charge? The charge is minus 1. So because it is minus 1, so I have to put in a bracket so that minus minus will multiply and minus minus will be plus. So minus minus is plus. So 17 plus 1, so that is equals to 18. So actually this is not having 16 electrons, it will have 18 electrons. Is it clear? Why it? And it is obvious because it's a negative charge. So negative charge have more electrons than protons. So when you write Z minus the charge, you should put the charge in a bracket because the charge is negative. So minus charge multiplied with the formula negative, that will give a positive answer. Is it clear to everyone? And another example, say you have oxygen, which is 8 and 16, and the charge 2 minus. Sometimes they say like 2 minus is same as minus 2. When you use a charge, it is actually minus 2. But sometimes instead of writing minus 2, they write 2 minus. So it does not make difference. So atomic mass, that is 16. That's right. Atomic number is 8. That's correct. Proton number, that is Z. That's correct. Number of neutron, A minus Z, 16 minus 8. That is 8, right. And what about the charge on oxygen? Yeah, that's number of electrons, that is 10. That's good because it is 8 minus and then the charge is minus 2, so minus minus is plus. So actually it is 8 plus 2 which will make 10. How to get the number of the neutron? The number of the neutron is equals to A minus Z, means atomic mass. If you want number of neutrons, that is equals to atomic mass minus atomic number. So when you take a difference of atomic mass and atomic number, you get the number of neutron. So what is the atomic mass here? 16. And what is the atomic number here? That is 8. So 16 minus 8, what we get? We get 8, and that shows the number of the neutrons. Is it clear, Abdullah Sarfraz? Another example, but this time with a positive charge. So you have potassium, which is 19 and 39 with a charge plus 1. Complete the atomic mass. Let's write 39. Atomic number, that's 19, correct? Number of protons is same as atomic number, so that's 19. Number of neutron is a difference. That's not 30, that is 20. Because when you take a difference, it is 39 minus 19, so which is equals to 20. Yes, Abdullah?
Sir, you wrote plus. What's the value after it?
If it is written only plus, it means it is 1. So sometime they, instead of writing plus 1 or 1 plus, they simply write plus. So it means it is 1 plus. And the formula to get that is Z minus the charge. So 19 minus the charge is 1 plus. So 19 minus 1, that is equals to 18. So the number of the electrons, and it is obvious that because it is a positive ion, and yesterday I told if it is a positive ion, it means it should have more protons and it should have less electrons. And you can clearly see there are 19 protons and there should be less electrons, so that the overall charge will be positive or plus 1. And how it is positive? Because 19 protons are there and 18 electrons. So 19 proton means plus 19 and 18 electron means minus 18. So total charge will be 1 plus or plus 1. Is it clear? Sime. Another example. So if it is written aluminium 13 and 27 with a charge plus 3. So I want everyone to complete this. What is atomic mass? It's 27. Atomic number is 23. That's right. What about the number of proton? That's equal to Z. So that is 13. Correct. You get the number of neutron, that is A minus Z. 27 minus 13, that's equal to 14. That's also correct. And to get the number of electrons, that is Z minus the charge. So 13 minus 3, that's equal to 10. So there are 10. electrons, and it is obvious that because there are 13 protons, so electrons should be less because it is a positive charge. Is it clear to everyone? So using a periodic table, as you can see, this is a periodic table. So using a periodic table, I can find a number of proton, neutron and electron for any atom. Like example, if I took platinum, PT, what is A here? I'm writing in short because of space. A, atomic mass. What is atomic mass of platinum? It is written 78 and 195. So what is atomic mass for platinum? So that's 195. What about atomic number Z? So that's equal to 78. And how to get the proton, number of protons? Number of protons is same as Z. So that is 78. And how I can get the number of neutron? That's a difference. So what is the difference of 195 minus 78? So 195 minus 78, it's 117. That's right. And to get the number of electrons, because we know there is no charge. When elements are shown in a periodic table, they don't have any charge. Charge is not shown. So it means it will have the same number of electrons. So electron will also be 78. So only with this information, atomic number and atomic mass, we can work out the electron, proton and neutrons. Is it clear? I'll share another link and continue this discussion.